Alright guys, hello and welcome to the video. This is my first video, just created this YouTube channel and this is going to be the first skin I want to talk about. I've been really missing a YouTube channel where there has been some discussions about skins, the patterns, the seeds, the floats, and specifically the appearance in general instead of focusing on price or investment or something else. So the first skin we're gonna talk about on this channel is this skin, the AK Aphrodite. Um, I was really confused about the patterns on this skin. I've really been looking online to try to find some guides. I found tons of guides on internet, on Steam, on several other websites that explains a lot, but after reading some of them I actually got more confused, because they're so inconsistent in what they say and what they mean. Some of them mean that some of the gyms are for instance the purple ones, the tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3. It's really mixed and you will get really confused if you try to find out which is what. I actually also used the ChatGPT to try to figure out what it says about these patterns and which one is the purple gem, the gold and the bronze and so on. So first things first, this skin can currently be bought in the armory for 125 stars. Here it is. It comes in different finishes, as you can see here. So now that we covered the basics, I want to take a look at the wear as well, because one important thing is, as you will see in upcoming videos, different skins react differently to the wear of them. But this one in particular, as you can see, loses some shiny effect and becomes almost black in some areas, as you can see. So I would personally prefer to get it as clean as possible, so as close to a factory new as possible. But since this skin is a really rare one to get in factory new, I would actually say the minimal wear is also alright. Actually, if you go as far as I would say maybe around well worn, it's maybe to the limit. Preferably field tested or minimal wear if you can't afford a factory new one. But the patterns are the same across all wears. So let's have a look at the patterns. So I've been trying to check them out. I used the CS float. As you can see here, there's a ton of them for sale in different conditions, different prices and so on. So what I did is try to, in the last week I think I've been going through couple hundreds of them. I've been checking them out in here, just to see how they look and if it's something in particular that I really wanted to see. I also try to test them on in-game servers. Also sometimes look at them in-game, as you can see here, which we will take a closer look at. Alright, so what I discovered after I went through all these guides and talked to ChatGPT and tried to watch a lot of the skins myself just to get the fundamental understanding of this skin, I've discovered that this skin is really chaotic and there is no one single pattern, I would say, and remember this is my personal opinion, there is no one single pattern seed that you can say is um, the best one to get. There is, of course, I've made this list here based on what I could find online and my experience, um, which pattern seeds appear to be most purple, most gold, and most bronze here. Um, but I think it's really, really different. It's not like a case hardened skin where you can say the more blue there is, the better it is. Because in here it's really different, and also which most of the guides and most of people say and think is that the purple gem is the best one universally. And I would bet the differ, and I would say it's not the case because the purple gem also comes in different variants, um, as we will take a closer look at. For instance, these ones you see here, especially the 308, is known to be the number one among a lot of people. And also, if we check it here and CS floats, you can see usually the pattern 308, it goes for a lot, especially if it's factory new. So you can see a minimal wear, for instance, usually goes for around $30 or euros at the moment. But if you want a 308, yeah, it's more than 10 times the price. The same goes for the factory new version. They are around 400 maybe. But the 308, the paint seat, as you can see, the only one that is for sale with 34 people who has it on their watch list is 2,800, which is massive. And if you ask me, this is just a hyped version because if we look at it here, yeah, of course, the body here has a lot of purple. The back end, as you see here, this part of it has a lot of purple as well. And one thing to notice is this part of it actually also is purple, because a lot of purple seeds on this gun has some purple on this area, and also on this area, but this part of it is usually harder to get, like a full body pink, as you have it here. But on the contrary, this part of it is not pink on the 308, where you can get some other pattern seeds where it actually is pink. Also, this part of the weapon and the top part usually can have different colors. So you can have a pink body, a gold body, or bronze body, or anything else, whatever you want to call it. But you will have usually two different colors. So this one is pink, and the top part is, yeah, what would you say? It's a bit miscolored, so it's not pink on the top, even though most people pay a lot more, 10 times the price for this one. Also, this part of the gun, as you see, is gold-ish, I would say, which is not pink. So, but apparently most people prefer this one and say this one is the best pattern. All right. So instead of me talking, let's try to take a look at some of this skin in game, and you can maybe try to, yeah, make your own decision about which one you like, which one you think is the best. And I will also try to come with my educated guess, I would call it, since I've used so many hours to look so many of them through, to find out how this skin works. All right, we could maybe start with this one we actually just talked about. And let's try to find a server that is not crowded. Let's go on Vertigo to check it out. All right, let me get over here. So you can have the sunshine. As you can see, the top part of this particular skin, which is considered among many people as the best seed pattern or seed number for this gun, 308. It has some gold on top, and if I try to wiggle the gun a bit, maybe you can see it a bit more. Let me go to another area. Maybe it's better to watch it there. Maybe it's brighter. Alright, yeah, this body is actually pretty good, because you can see, and lighting, it does change. The top part of the skin actually changes color. You can see if I stay here, you can really see the gold on the top shining through. And if you compare this to, let's say, this pattern seed, which is 48. Let's test this one in game. You can already see here, it's not as gold or bronze, it's more pinkish. Of course, it's always hard to compare it like that, but as you can see, it looks more pink, at least to me. And one other thing about this one is the barrel in the front also looks pink. Maybe it's easier to show it like this. Actually, let me do it like this. So we have the, just to make it clear, 48 pattern seed here, and then if we go back to the expensive 308, and watch it over here, and then we can take this one and try to compare it. See, here's the big difference about these two. Side by side, if you look at the body, this one looks way more pink or purple compared to this one, where this one is more pinkish. This one has a back end of the gun purple, while this is more, yeah, I would say blue white-ish. And what it does, it's actually a taste thing, I would say here, because this gun here, the 308, this one, it has more gold on the top, as you saw previously, and also more gold here, where 48, it's maybe not as pink on the unibody as you see, and this part of the gun, it's not as pink or purple. It's more pinkish, but instead it's more saturated, if you can say so. It's more one color barrel on the 48, while this one is a lot more pink here, purple here, but has some gold here on the top, depending on the angle that you look at it. Yeah. Besides that, I also, let me see here, I've put some skins here that I also would like to talk about. One of them is, for instance, this one that we just talked about. You can see here I found it around 70 euros. I think while the cheapest minimal wear 308 goes for so much more. And the only difference, as you saw, it's a, yeah, I mean, you almost can't see the difference in game. We can just test it out. just so you can get an understanding of it. You can see this is the expensive 308s that most people consider to be the #1 pattern. You can see it has a lot of pink on the body, and the back end also has some pinkish color. But the top of it, it's gold. And if we take the 48, you can see this one, and any color is more pink on the top. Like this is the more as gold as I can get it on the top compared to 308. And notice that I haven't moved the gun, so it's same position. So if we just stop it here and compare it to here, you can see the nuances on the top is a bit different. Personally, I prefer this pinkish version. I think it looks cooler, and I actually enjoy that the back end of the gun is white and not purple. But it's really a taste thing, I would say. Anyways, you can always pause the video and take a look at some of these numbers. I will also try to post in the comment section of the video. Sorry, I'm not that familiar with creating YouTube videos. This is the first one I make, but I will put the link in the description, so you can come here, check the patterns for yourself, and really decide. What you just do is you open this one by pressing by it, and you can see you can just type in the seat number here that you want to see. For instance, let's see if you want to see a gold gem 119. There we go. So you can check it out just to see how it looks. And if you want to watch it in game, what I usually do, I just use CS Float, since this is the site that I use to buy skins. I just come here and you can see it here, how it looks here, and this is how it looks in game. The one they called Gold Gem. I really, compared to CSGO, I think the gold color has lost its vibe. I think gold colors in general in CSGO was way better compared to CS2. So the gold one is not as wanted, I guess, in CS2. But it also has some unicolor body, which collectors usually don't like. So yeah. One thing to remember when you check the pattern on this website, the body, this part of it, let me maybe show it in here. It's easier to illustrate by drawing. This part and this part and this part. These three places are not usually well illustrated on this website. For instance, as you can see here on the seat 119, the back end here doesn't look pink at all. But if we spectate it here, it's full pink. And also if we watch it in game, it's also pink. All right. So what are my recommendations for this particular skin? See, for me, price of a skin doesn't matter. I'm not hunting expensive skins. I don't think a Dragon Lore is the best looking AVP just because it's the most expensive one. I like rare patterns and special unique items. And for me, I went through all of these, and yeah, sure, many of them are really nice. Many of them are amazing, actually. But compared to the price, for instance, a 308 that you can get is how can I say it? It's not worth it to me. I mean, if I had endless money, yeah, sure. But if I want 99% of the same feeling of 308, I can get it and some of the other pattern seeds for 1/10 of the price. So it's not really worth it. Of course, they say it's collectors stuff and so on, but this skin in particular, it's so different that I would not say there is one top one. Of course, you can make a tier one seeds, but they really differ from each other all along. For instance, let's say the 308, which is the expensive one we talked about. And let's just go to factory new as well. Just remember, this is the current ones for sale. The prices may differ, and they may be more expensive or way cheaper versions of this when you look on CS Floor or Steam Market or your preferred site to trade skins. But if you look here, this one, and let's take a screenshot of it, just so we have a baseline to compare it with. Well, I mean, this is, I mean, I know this is not professional way to show this, but currently this is my first YouTube video, so I don't know how to edit this stuff. Anyways, so we have it here, 308, the expensive one. And I went through them. I really liked these two, 790 and 781. So let's go with the 790, for instance. Here you go. All right. Currently, it's only on Minimal Wear. Let's see how much the Minimal Wear 308 went for. 308 Minimal Wear. The cheapest Minimal Wear currently for 308 is 430 euros. And if we take a look at the 790 we just looked at, you can actually find it for $76. And this is how it looks. And this is the 308. I don't know how to compare it so you can see it correctly. I mean, if you ask me, they look almost identical. And one of them cost 450 euros and the other one costs, what, 70-ish. and basically, let me give you a in-game look of them. This is the 308 and different color spectrum, so you can see it. And this is the cheap version of it, which is almost identical. But I think since this skin is so new, but it's so unknown to many, and people doesn't really put the time in to learn the skin, learn the 1000 patterns that it has. A lot of people don't know the skin that well, and they just go for, if they want a pink version, they go for 308 because that's what people think or recognize as the best one, which it probably is. But as you saw, the similar version of it, I mean, it's almost identical. Look at the back end. I mean, this one is even more, yeah, how would you say it? Look at this part and compare it to this part. I mean, it's almost identical. It's not 100%, but I would say it's 99% of the way, if you ask me. And next thing you can discuss is this part usually. The pink and purple variants of this particular gun, they can be really tricky and different lighting and different monitors. Depending on how vibrant your monitor and your coloring scheme for your monitor is, it can be really hard to see the difference between them. All right. Anyways, let's keep it short. Let me see here. Last thing I want to do, I've made my own favorite pattern seeds that I want to share with you. So as we just looked at the 790, this one is the pink with the bronze top, or I would say cheap purple gem, whatever you want to call it. The 781, let's look at it. 781. As you can see here, it comes in minimal wear. It's a bit expensive, but I think it looks great because this one, compared to the other one we just looked at, it has more same color body, if you can say so. This one for instance, it has pink on the back end, and it's a bit more whitish here and more like brownish here. So it's white here, brown here, and pink here, and the barrel is gold. So it's really mixed color. Where this one, for instance, yeah, of course it's pink as well and it's purple as well, or whatever you want to call it. But the body here, as you can see, it's all same color. Let me draw it. Maybe it's easier to illustrate it that way. This part, and this part is the same color, which I actually enjoy. But I guess it's a personal preference. But I think this color really matches well with the barrel as well. This part of it, as you can see here. So if you ask me, I actually enjoyed this version more than the other one we just saw. So let's just say nice one. This one is not so messy or so vibrant. It's more, I would say, balanced color on it, right? All right, this one, 72. 72 is actually my favorite bronze version because, as mentioned, I really like this. Oh, here, maybe you can compare the colors, how bronze look compares to the purple one. But if we just move on to this one and look at it, you can find a lot of bronze variants of this gun as well. What I really like about this particular seat 72 is that it's not the it doesn't have several colors. As you can see, this part, and this part are almost same colors. I mean, of course there's a nuance to it, but this part of it is not, this part is not white, this part is not purple, and this part is not another color. It really matches well with the bronze, that the body is one color. And I also really like the barrel. Maybe we can just take a look in game, just so you can see it. And actually look how cheap it is in minimal wear. So you're actually only paying what, 10-15% over the market price, while some other people, as you can see here, it's guys, it's so chaotic what people pay for this stuff. Let's see, for instance, this one. Someone has 15 hours ago has paid 157 for seat 44, and let's look at it. Like, yeah, it's a gold variant, but as you can see, some of it here is gold, the rest is not gold. This over here is white, this here is pink. So it's I don't really understand why someone would pay so much for this. And also, if you inspect it in game, this part of it back here will be so messy to look at. Let me show you. There we go. As you can see here, how do I illustrate it? Let me take a screenshot of this. But as you can see here, this part, it's miscolored if you ask me. And I wouldn't say this seat is, how much did he pay? 157 euros worth. Of course, it's individual, maybe he likes it. But when I, in general, look at a lot of these prices, I wouldn't say they're worth it. This one is also cool. It's the pink version, as you can see here. But this guy just paid 267 for it. I wouldn't say it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it for him. I don't know. I would say there are better seats for that price. Anyways, let's continue. We just looked at the bronze version. This one it's a bit weird, but I really like it. 663. Here we go. It's not even that expensive, as you can see here. But what makes it unique, for me at least, is the color combination on it. As you can see, let me just take a screenshot of it so I can draw on it. As you can see, this part is pretty pink, and this part is almost pink. There is some whitish here, which I don't really like. But if you take the price in consideration and the color scheme, I really enjoy this one because it has a pink, almost full pink body, and it doesn't come with the expensive price tag. So it's really nice and affordable version of it. Let's just look at it here. You can see here in game, the front is pink, the back is pink. It really mixes well with the bronze goldish color. Of course, because it's minimal wear and not factory new, it will have a little bit of that. Yeah, what we say it? What would you call it? Yeah, it's not factory new. It's not the best condition, but I mean minimal wear. It's almost unnoticeable compared to factory new. You can't really see the difference unless you really know what you're doing. Anyways, this one is also nice. I would recommend this seat if you like a pink body. Yes. All right. This one is a bit weird. 906. 906. This one has stickers on it. Let's find one without stickers. So there is no factory new for sale. There's a minimal wear, but it has some stickers on it. I would really like to showcase it without the stickers. So we're gonna go with a minimal or field tested version. He says here tier 3 gold gym. Uh, yeah, I don't know if I would call it that. What I call it is the rainbow, and this is my personal own invention. Um, I've never seen it in some other guides, but if we take a look at this gun, I will also show it in game. This part of it is white. This part of it is gold slash bronze-ish. This part of it is more brown. This part of it is pink. And this part of it is almost, it has some blue slash green nuances on it. So it has just so many colors on it, that I feel like it looks like a rainbow compared to the other ones. So this one for me is a unique seat. Let's try to look at it in game. This is how it looks. As you can see, it has some here over here, some green, blue-ish, some pink over here, of course brown here, bronze and gold, the barrel part, and white-ish on the back end. I really enjoyed this one. And as you can see, you can get it for, yes, 17 or 25, and they're actually almost same float. So I would definitely get this one for 17 euros. That's a steal, man. But that's just because I really like this color mix. Yes, and the last one, it's number 48. This one is, as we also talked about a bit earlier, one of my favorites. This one, I know it's not perfect because for me at least, it's white in the back end, and then this part and this part are almost same color. When you hold it in game, which you will see while you're playing, is this part and this part. You don't see this part unless you inspect it. But what I really enjoy about this particular seat is of course the price, 73, compared to how much. Let's just look at it in minimal wear for $73. Compared to how much pink you get. Also look at this top. It's not gold, it's not the bronze, it's pink. So you have a unilateral body on this one, where whole metal, if you want to call it that, is pink, which I really enjoy. Anyways, you can also see the barrel here in the front. It's also full pink almost. It's not purple. It's not the deepest purple, because if you compare this one to 308, the first one we look at, which is considered number one purple, this one is lacking a bit purple because this one is more pinkish. But I actually prefer this one in game because it's more saturated in colors. It doesn't come with 3 or 4 different colors. It looks more stealthy, but really well colored scheme, and under weapon, if you ask me, especially this part. All right, my last recommendation, if you guys are looking for some purple gems, gold gems, or bronze gems, or to what you should do is, of course, test the skins in the servers. Take a good look at this picture just to get an understanding of what it is that you're looking at. This is actually the first thing I do. What I usually do is come here, first look at the color or on the screenshot here, just to get a fundamental understanding of what the color scheme is on the weapon, and if I like it, I will probably inspect it in game here. And if I also enjoy it in here, where I can zoom in and look it from different angles and in different colors, and then I will, in the end, go and test it in a server, just to get a feeling and an understanding of the gun. Yeah. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys got a better understanding of this weapon. It comes in very different variants, different colors, and I tell you guys, everyone, at least here on CS Float, they write different stuff on their weapon for sale. It's chaotic, and most of them, it's understandable. This guy here, for instance, says pink top, body, and barrel. Let's take a look. It's not pink. It's not that pink-ish, I would say, compared to what we just looked at. You can see here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's a it's a jungle to go through these. This guy calls his this one is actually all right, but some of the text doesn't really match, or some of the descriptions doesn't really match what it really is. A lot of people in here be cautious because they just say it's tier 1 or top purple or whatever just to sell their stuff. And this one is desirable pattern. I have no idea why this would be desirable. I mean, this it has two colors in here, which is already not great to look at if you ask me. It has some mist colors here, which is not nice, and the back end is also two colored, which is not nice either. So yeah, yeah, this part, look at it. It doesn't even have real colors in here, which is actually important for this gun. So yeah, I could actually keep talking about this weapon because there's also some nuances of this particular skin, which is small details. But I think I'm gonna try to keep this video short. So I'm gonna stop it here. Maybe I'll make another video where I go in depth with this one. But I also have a lot of other skins which are way cheaper, that I really want to talk about later on. For instance, let me find an example. For instance, this one, the Glock Grinder. It also comes in different patterns and colors, and I really enjoy this Glock. When I got this one, I think I got it for $2 or $3, and now it has gone up in price a lot for this particular seat or paint. But yeah, this will be for another video. I would really like to talk about this one as well, with the rare star. And also this one I have, I crafted it myself, which has the crimson kimono with the perfect pattern seat on the red top. So there's a lot of skins to talk about, which we eventually will do. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions about this video, just write them, and let me know in the description, or not in the description, of course, in the comments, if you have any questions about the other skins or that we need to go through. You feel free to add a skin that you want to go in depth with and take a look at, and have a better understanding of. I mean, guys, there's hundreds of skins which are really rare and have special patterns, but they don't get enough love And I think this is the channel where I'm trying to not focus on the price of the skin or of the trade potential or all that stuff, but I'm gonna try to focus on what matters to me, and that is the rare, unique seeds that some weapons can have. Anyways, have a nice day. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.